The scene is surreal, as if taken out of a book. The sun is setting. Walls. Freshly painted grey, purple, brick walls, cement walls, or a white one with its paint peeling off, like the one in front of the girl. They're all so different and yet the same. Intimidating, questioning, judging. Cut to the next scene. Pain. The knuckles are stinging with pain, the wall unencumbered, undefeated, yet again. Quite a strong punch, but not enough for the wall. Her mind elopes into a familiar spiral. Failed expectations, disappointment, disintegrating relations, and a repetitive memory. The last conversation, the last smile, so gentle, so endless, and then the person driving away. The first person who seemed to have actually understood was gone. She picks up a toppled chair, manages to slide on it. She wishes the fist would just break already. At least she would be able to comprehend that pain properly, feel its existence validated, and express it. Express. A faraway, long-forgotten word. You see, her pain. Was it real? Was it valid? Or was she making it up? Was it worthy of someone else's consideration? She must figure it all, and she must do it alone. So nights turned sleepless. No, there was too much to contemplate, and always very little time. Endless frustration, anger that seems forever suppressed, and tears that just won't flow in front of another face. The girl has gotten amazingly good at masking all of it. Missing pieces, unprocessed events, people leaving, a messy story, a jigsaw. The utter chaos that comes with the inability to understand or express one's emotions can be truly wrecking. It clouds everything else. And so it did for the girl. Where were the words that were desperately needed? 1,000 booming voices inside the head. And yet, only a slow mumble or a croaky couple of words was all that the voice that could be heard managed to speak. Someone so good with the language that intrigued her, and yet couldn't find the right words to describe all what she was feeling inside. After the frustration came anger. It made her so mad at herself for feeling so much and not being able to understand it. So after a long time of neglecting eating and sleeping, she ended up awfully sick. She finally accepted that something was wrong. She realized she had stopped looking eventually. Stopped looking for someone who would listen to her, whom she could trust without inhibitions. Ears that wouldn't look away, eyes that she could look up into, eyes that would not look away. Someone who wouldn't leave like the people before. Frida Kahlo once said, "Don't build a wall around your suffering. It may devour you from the inside." You see, the girl, in fear of all that had happened in the past and all the people that she had grown apart from, had somewhere firmly decided to not open up again. It was as if her past was dictating her future, the present. It was so terribly difficult of being around those or talking around those she cared about the most. What if she lost them? And amidst all of this, some pretty tough walls had come up. Walls that were dissolving all efforts made by her voice to reach out to those that were close to her. Turns out, the walls dissolving her own voice was none other than she herself. A pensive into the past can be a blissful thing to peer into. To be able to feel all that was once, it can be a beautiful thing. Those little films you can go back and play anytime. Those characters you'd never get old of, even though they have, and you have. But amidst all of this, she realized that she couldn't forget to yearn for the present. That the present is the past, the future her is going to peer into. Better live it as well. at least take a chance on it, on myself, on the voice yearning to be heard. You see, bitter last terms, failed friendships, or disintegrating relations, they leave behind a lot of confusion and uncertainty. And I do firmly believe that it is not just me who is going through this. The walls that we build because of our fear from past experiences leave us alone to carry the burdens we may face, leaving us with so infinitely many feelings for which we just can't find the right words we need to be able to ask for help, to be able to express the commotion inside and let it out. But here's what I realized. To all those like me who are or have been silently struggling, who are trying to trust again, trying to get beyond their inhibitions or each new wall that they might have come to build, those thick, tall gates we lock our hearts with, it's okay to not open them up all at once. That subtle isolation we wrap around ourselves that seems to be liberating and yet seems to be suffocating from the inside, it's okay if you're lost in it. We just need to remember to find our way out. Remember, there is a way out. Only that we've got to keep looking. If you've kept the door shut for too long, it's okay. But listen closely to those that knock on it, that wait at the door. Peep out, then slowly come out. Let ourselves feel a little light again. Getting past the walls I had built around myself was an exhausting endeavor. It took a lot of giving myself a second chance and a third chance and the 72nd chance, telling myself repeatedly that even though I might have disappointed people in the past, my emotions still deserved to be of consideration of those close to me. Overcoming the overwhelming feeling of guilt that came with taking so much time, whenever I began to talk about myself or my feelings, something that seemed to come easy to so many others was a difficult thing to defeat. But I am glad that when I did find those pair of ears that were ready to listen to me, no matter how much time it took me to find the right words, I tried my best, and I have come a long way since. So it's a tough journey to take on, constantly relearning how to express our inner selves to the people we care about, trying to get across each new wall we might have come to build. But it is a wonderful one. And I see so many people around me trying every day. Mahmoud Darwish once said, "If it was a piece of paper, I would tear it. If it was a bottle, I would break it. If it was a wall, I would tear it down. But it is my heart." So I guess the girl had to be a little gentle with it. She realized that the walls weren't supposed to be knocked down after all, but taken down gently, just as they had been placed. Be gentle with yourself, despite the commotion inside. Be gentle as you would be with a good friend. As long as you're trying, it will be enough. Someone once told me, don't yearn for nothing. Let the people you care about know what you wish for. Expressing what's inside is the most important thing, more important than breathing, I would say. You see, that jigsaw didn't have to be solved all at once, and certainly not alone. It can be solved while eating a piece of cake, talking, or sipping coffee with a good friend. Thank you.